Hope everybody's doing good. All right. All right, everybody. So, how's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We are officially 1 week away from the Credit Summit. Ah, we're officially 1 week away. Officially 1 week. Ooh. All right. So, how's everybody doing? So, guys, for those of you that's been asking about virtual because you can't make it to Atlanta, guess what? I have solved that problem. We are going to do some virtual tickets. We're only going to have 100 virtual tickets. So, where is it? All right, so I'm only going to have 100 virtual tickets. So this is your opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to get your virtual tickets, to get locked in. For those of you that are not able to make it to Atlanta, there is a virtual option that you guys can get. All right. All right, cool. So let's get the party started. So for those of you that want to get a virtual ticket because you know, like you've tried everything, and I got a lot of requests in the DM, so we decided to open up some virtual tickets. So for all of you here, you will be the first to get it. The virtual tickets, only 100 tickets are available. So the first 100 people that get the virtual, that's it. Virtual is closed. Only 100 virtual tickets. All right. So happy Friday, guys. How's everybody doing? The topic for this week was late payment. I had a lot of requests about people asking about late payments. All right. So we're going to discuss late payments this week. And making sure for those of you that are here, you can secure your virtual tickets if you are not able to make it to Atlanta. So if you're not able to make it to Atlanta, you can comment the word virtual. I'll send you a link for you to get your virtual tickets. All right. Now, the thing about a late payment now, like, do you really have a late payment? Like, do you really have a late payment, guys? Like, I want you to think about the question. Do you really have a late payment? I want you to think about it. Don't give me an answer. I just want you to think, okay? Don't give me an answer. I just want you to think. Do you really think you have a late payment? Like that's my question. Do you really think you have a late payment? Because I've been getting a lot of requests. Daraine, oh, what should I put in my goodwill letter? Like, who sends a goodwill letter? Like, who really sends a goodwill letter? Goodwill letters are trash, guys. If you have goodwill letters, throw it in the trash. Goodwill letters are trash. Throw them in the trash. You do not need to be begging anyone to delete a late payment on your credit when they were not compliant with the law. Like, throw it in the trash. World class transport. Broke people have late payment. Not necessarily, world class payment. Transport. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me take this call real quick. Hello? I just started a live. You hopping on? Live. All right, bet. So some people may think that only broke people have late payment. That's not true. Do you know that the CFPB they caught Wells Fargo and Bank of America illegally applying missed payments to people's credit report. I'm going to say this again. Wells Fargo and Bank of America have been caught and sued by the CFPB and the FTC for illegally applying missed payments to people's reports. So when we really talk about late payment, guys, what late payment are we talking about? Like, were you really late? And do you know that a late payment, when a creditor initiates or recognizes or alleges that you have a late payment, do you know that they can also increase the interest rate on that line of credit? Whether it may be a loan, whether it may be an auto loan, whether it may be a mortgage, whether it may be a credit card. Do you know that deep in their terms and agreement, they have provisions in their terms and agreement that says if you are late, we can raise the interest rates. So for those of you that are just joining, I'm opening up 100 late. I'm about to say late payments. I'm opening up 100 virtual seats. So for those of you that cannot make it to Atlanta, guess what? I have a virtual option for you. Just comment the word virtual. Comment the word virtual for those of you that need to get in virtual because you can't make it to Atlanta. It's okay. I understand. There's a lot going on. You don't have childcare. You didn't get time off from work, the hotel, the flight. Like, I understand. And that's why I'm making 100 virtual seats available. It's a first come, first serve basis. So you definitely want to secure your virtual ticket. So for those of you on Instagram, just comment the word virtual. For those of you on Instagram, comment the word virtual. For those of you on YouTube and Twitch, I just dropped the virtual link. The virtual link is right there, so you can use it. All right, there is the link. Zane, there is the link below your comment for virtual. All right, so let's go back into the late payment now. If Wells Fargo, one of the biggest banks in the United States, is applying fraudulently missed payments to people account, what does that do? So let's really dive into Blessings food truck on deck. No, we're gonna be at a hotel, so we won't have the food truck this year. I'm getting the food truck ready to get it shipped to Atlanta, shipped to Jamaica. So let's really dive into this aspect of late payment, right? Let's dive into late payment. Okay, what constitutes a late payment? Do you think that if you didn't make a payment in 30 days, you're late? Is that what most people think? Most most people are gonna say, well, Daraine, I may have been late 3 years ago, or I may have been late on this loan, I may have been late. How do you even know that you were late? Because a creditor cannot treat a payment as late unless they're in compliance with the law. So how do you even know you were late? Because there's a late payment on your credit? Well, that's a plausible answer. It's a very plausible answer. It could be because there's a late payment on your credit. But let's dive a little bit deeper. You know what? I don't like talking by myself. Royal Credit, uh, are you available to jump on the live? I like talking with somebody. That's why I love doing podcasts so much. Like, it's better when the conversation is two. Let me know if you're able to jump on the live, Royal Credit, because it's very few people I can talk the credit game with. So if you're here, brother, let me know if you're available, and let's talk about this late payment issue that's plaguing over 125 million Americans. Most of you are going to say, well, I didn't pay on my student loan. Okay, what does that mean? Oh, I missed a payment on my credit card. What does that mean? Oh, I missed a payment on my car note. What does that mean? What is the definition of a late payment? Has anyone ever looked at the definition of a late payment? Somebody? Nobody? Okay. All right. No problem, broski. No problem. No problem. No problem at all. How do you even know you were late? All right. Let's dive a little bit deeper so you guys can really comprehend. I can join. All right. Let's see. All right. All right. And Anthony, you're up. Let's go. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. All right. What's going on, brother?
How you doing?
I'm doing amazing.
First of all, I'm one of your students, so
all right.
Big discussion.
All right. So we're going to talk about it now. So yeah. This is called check on learning. So for you, this is check on learning. All right. What constitutes a late payment? What makes a payment late?
What makes a payment late?
Yeah.
Based on the laws or based on the bank or what the bank says?
Well, let's go with what most people know, what the bank says. Someone in a comment says, when a payment is made after its due date. Do you agree with that?
Not by the law, but yeah. So basically what people think is late is when the bank determines the date that you had to pay. Let's say if they determine that you're going to pay on the every 5th of the month, then if you pass the day without paying them, that's what they consider late payment. Most of the time, banks give you like 10, 15 days of basically to play around. That's what people think is late.
Okay. So if you know me from class, you know I don't like to think. And when anybody says, I think, you know what I say? Don't think, let's know. So let's go over to 15 USC 1666B, right? And we're going to see if anything in the law that governs late payment speaks about a consumer making a payment past the due date. So let's find out if making a payment past a due date is a reasonable explanation as to why a late payment can be in somebody's credit. So we're going to go to timing of payments, right? And when we reach to timing of payments, this is what it says, guys. I wish I could make this stuff up. A creditor may not treat a payment on a credit card account under an open-end consumer credit plan late for any purpose. So they cannot treat the payment late for any purpose unless means this, what they're about to say right now, is the only condition in which a late payment is valid. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So it says unless the creditor has adopted reasonable procedures designed to ensure that each periodic statement, so a periodic statement including information required by Section 1637B, right, is mailed out or delivered. It must be mailed out or delivered to the consumer not later than 21 days before the payment due date. Now, guys, that's the law that governs late payment. Where in this law does it say that if a consumer makes a payment later than the due date, then that's a late payment? It does not say it. And somebody, let me go down to B. Let's see what B says. If an open-end consumer credit plan provides a time period within an obligors may repay any portion of credit extended without incurring an additional finance charge, right? Such additional finance charge may not be imposed with respect to such portion of the credit extended for the billing cycle for which such period is part, unless a statement which includes the amount upon which the finance charge for the period is based was mailed or delivered to the consumer not later than 21 days before the date specified in the statement by which the payment must be made in order to avoid imposition of that finance charge. So the law says they could charge you a little bit extra, but it does not say you not making the payment constitutes a late payment. It does not say it. So when I say to you guys that you are the one that lets the late payment exist, this is what I'm talking about. Nothing in the law that authorizes a payment to be late says that if you do not pay when the due date is, or if you miss the what's the definition? When a payment is made past the statement due date. Like, nothing in the law says that. Nothing in the law says that. The law doesn't say that if you're 30 days past your payment due date, then that constitutes a 30-day late payment. That was all made up. It is not true.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now, Daraine, I have a question about
Go
that.
ahead.
So when we reading 1666B, which is timing for payment, and it says a creditor might treat a payment on a credit card account. What about if the late payment is on a car loan, personal loan, which is not a credit card because the law says on a credit card account?
Are you sure that an auto loan is not a credit card account?
Well, probably.
Are you sure?
Probably I'm not sure. But this is good because sometimes people ask that, like, okay, it says credit card account. So can you explain those a little bit more?
Okay.
What this means?
So if we want to find the definition of anything relating to an open-end consumer credit plan, the best place to go is truth in lending. That's the law that governs all lending, whether credit cards, loan, basically where there's a finance charge, truth in lending is the governing law, right? So if we go over to truth in lending, right? And that was a great question too, by the way. 15 USC 1605, right? No, let's not do 1605. We're going to do 1602. Definitions and rules of construct, right? And we go to 1602 and we scroll down to L as in Lima. And when we go down to L, it gives us the definition for the word credit card. Do you see it?
I'm looking at it.
1602, scroll all the way down to L as in Lima. Let me know when you find it.
Yeah.
So,
you want me to read it?
Oh yeah, please go ahead. What's the definition of a credit card?
Okay, it says the term of a credit card means any card played.
Hold on. Let's break it down. Any card. Did it specify what type of card, or did it say any card?
Any card.
Okay.
It doesn't if it's a plastic card,
a metal card. It doesn't matter if it's a. Keep going. Go ahead.
Plate. Coupon book, or other credit device existing for purpose of obtaining money, property, labor, or service on a credit. So right there explains everything. So when it means credit card, it doesn't mean just a credit card that we think it's a credit card.
So that's interesting, huh?
Yeah, it is interesting.
Any card used for the extension of credit, or that's a credit device that you can use to obtain money, property, labor, or services on credit. Now, strange enough, when you're making an application, they want a picture of your ID, right? That's a card.
Yeah.
They want a copy of your social, which is another card.
Yeah.
And both devices are credit devices that are used in the extension of credit. So by definition, does that not constitute your social and ID card as credit cards by definition?
Yes.
So then if the whole premise of the auto loan came as a result of using the cards, which are your ID and your social, wouldn't that make it a credit card account?
Yes.
Touche. It is not what you know, it's what you can prove.
Exactly.
So if we know all these accounts comes from a credit card, then 1666B stands absolute.
Yeah.
Because a
And
credit device was used for the
and
extension of credit.
on the law here, on the part, the last part says, or service on a credit. It means service is a service, like property. Like if you have a car, right, and you miss a payment on the car is your property, or your house is a property. Yes. So it considered also on the
But
on the L part.
it goes a little bit deeper because the loan was serviced by a mortgage company.
Exactly.
The auto loan was serviced by a third party institution, whether by the dealership or if you got an auto loan.
And it says, or other credit device existing for the purpose of obtaining money.
Mm-hmm.
So basically,
getting a loan.
Service that you obtaining money, that it covers that part.
So that now would okay. So if you got a, let's say you applied to Lightstream for an auto loan and you got those funds, devices that were used for the existing for getting money, right? Let's say that you got a personal loan, you got the money, the same thing. So it doesn't matter the device, as long as it's a card, it's a device that is used for obtaining money. It is used for obtaining a property. It's used for labor. It's used for services on credit. It justifies the definition of what a credit card is. So when I hear people talking stuff like, oh, they don't know any better. And your job as an educator, is to make sure that you provide the education that they need, that they can make an informed decision. This is one of the reasons why a lot of credit repair businesses is not making any money, because they don't know how to educate their clients. All they were taught is, oh, go do this credit sweep and do this rapid sweep and all form a sweep. Like, I don't know if they became a damn gardener or a utility worker. I don't know what they're sweeping, right? But the part where they educate their clients on what's going on isn't there. They can't educate their clients because they know nothing.
Yeah, they know nothing. Now I'm gonna ask you another question. Obviously, I'm doing this because I want you to not to put you in any place. If not, like I want you to do your punchlines. So let's say that we dispute an account, and they send us back as a request. They send us back a bank statement as a proof of the, it says that 21 days a notice mail or deliver. They send us a bank statement claiming that that's a proof that they had to send you 21 days before.
A bank statement.
A bank statement.
Okay. Well, if they send us a bank statement, what are the requirements or what should be included in the bank statement?
A notice of your
1637B.
Yeah.
So the 1637B notice should be in there, right? As well as a tracking number for you to know when this mail got delivered, because this mail must be delivered no later than 21 days before the payment due date. So when I go to my app or I look on my statement and I see when my due date is, my payment due date, right? 21 days. 21 days. If they can't send me this notice inside of 21 days, towards my statement. It must be 21 days before my payment due date, right? So if my payment due date is the 25th of, of April, or what month are we in now? October. So let's say my payment due date is the 25th of October, right? The statement, including the information from 1637B, the latest that can be delivered to my house is October 21st. You know what? No, that's a lie, Daraine. That's a lie. Backwards. So from your payment due date, see, y'all got me all twisted up. So from the payment due date, right? So let's say your payment due date is the 25th. The payment due date is the 25th. So we're going to count 21 days from 21 days back. Correct. No, backwards. So 21 days backwards from the payment due date, which lands us on what? About the 4th. So the 4th of October, which would be today. Today would be the last day for me to receive that notice in the mail. So if this notice in the mail comes tomorrow, it's a violation because it exceeded the 21 days before the payment due date.
Oh, that's good, because you know what people think is that, let's say that the due date is tomorrow, right? And people think that they need to receive the notice 21 days before they report the late payment on the credit on the CRAs. So let's say that today is the 5th, right? Let's say today is the 5th, right? People think that they have to send the notice on the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, basically before the 26th of this month, because they think it's gonna be 21 days before they report the late payment on the CRAs. Does that make sense?
Well, now, people can think whatever they want to think. The law specifically says payment due date. So that's a problem with people. They want to think their way into a late payment. Go ahead and think your way into a late payment. What about those who receive everything electronically, opt out of electronic services? Opt out of it. So even if you have electronic service, okay, let's say you have electronic service. All right. Well, there's 4 parts that still need to be met. The first part is the periodic statement. What's in the periodic statement? Does the periodic statement have information from 1637B? Right? Under the deliver section, yeah, that could fall under there, but you need to also do a time check. When did you receive this periodic statement? And was it not later than 21 days before the payment due date? So whatever the payment due date is, the notice that you get, whether electronically or by the mail, you have to get it 21 days before. It says that, so what it says, it must be mailed or delivered to the consumer not later than 21 days before the payment due date. 21 days before the payment due date. 21 days before
the due date.
21 days before the payment due date. If your payment due date is October 21st, you must get this notice 21 days before. It cannot be later than 21 days.
Yeah, that's a great point. So if a person received that information electronically, let's say, right, they still have chances to delete the late payment?
Yes. So what they need to do is calculate when they received it, right? What if they received this statement on the 23rd day before the payment due date, or the 24th day before the payment due date? That's a violation because the law says no later than 21 days.
And it had to be a specific notice, not just a bank statement.
Well, it says a periodic statement, right? That's what it says. It's a periodic statement. So it doesn't matter what the statement is, as long as the information required are there. So it didn't say that it has to be blue. It didn't say it has to be red. It says that it must be what? That each periodic statement, including the information required by Section 1637B, all of that must be included in that periodic statement.
Got it. Perfect.
You get what I'm saying? So the consumer can think whatever they want. It's not what you think. It's what is written. You have to go by what is written. And this is the problem that I find with a lot of people, because they want to think their way into a late payment. No.
Yeah, 100%. Do we have any definition of what a periodic statement means by the law?
Well, it didn't give us one, so no.
No. Okay, perfect. Okay.
So for those of you that are just joining, guys, the Credit Summit is next weekend. For those of you that have not secured your tickets, guys, virtual tickets just opened today. There's only 100 seats for virtual. So if you're on Instagram, guys, comment the word virtual. If you're on Instagram, comment the word virtual. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, if you're on Facebook, let me send you that link for...
While you're finding that link,
for the virtual tickets.
What has been my experience with you, because I'm a part of the university. Guys, I can tell that everything that Daraine teach is the best of the best. I've been able to help over 300 people with their credit.
Let's go.
This is my personal IG. I just connect with my personal IG, but I have my business one with close to 50,000 followers also.
Oh, let's go.
And like whenever you want to do a live, we can do it. Also, but in my experience, since I've been with Daraine, my business credit has, like, my success is like 95%, and the 5% is because people don't do what they have to do. So,
quick question though, what was it like before you joined the university?
It was a guessing stuff. You know what's a guessing stuff? I was trying like tricks. Okay, this is a trick. This is the new way, right? But when I joined the university with the law, I figured we figured it out. Like, this information is not about like asking them any favor or can you please do. It was with the law. Like, you have to. Like, what I figured out is like they must delete it. It was a must. It's like, oh, can you please delete this? Like, no, with your letters, with your teaching, with everything, they have to. And if you put the work and effort to study everything, even though, you know why I buy your course, bro?
Tell me. I'm curious too. I want to know, because there's so many people online. Why did you pick me, Afal, to be your mentor?
Because you give so much information for free in YouTube that I said, hey, if this is free, if this is free, you know what I mean? What could be like, what is about, like, what is inside of his course? And it was exactly that. It was like crazy stuff, crazy information. Which it's been great. It's been great.
I appreciate it. I really appreciate it.
It's been great. So, with my credit stuff, with like you, my mentor, with you, it rocks to everything works. Like, I have no, you don't even know me.
I know your name.
You don't even know me, but I can tell. Like, I'm telling that because this is not a setup. You don't even know me.
Oh, yeah, okay, guys. So somebody might think that I said, "Oh, and come on the live." No, I want you to give real feedback. If there's something in my course that you don't like, I need to know so I can fix it. so I can serve you better. So I'm going to ask you, is there anything you want me to work on um, um, inside of the course to make it better?
I mean, for me, no. Like, you have to, whatever I need is the information. You give more than what people ask. Like, I take courses that people just say stuff, but you say, you teach, you show the laws, and you gave us the letters pre-made.
Mm-hmm.
What more should I ask? Like, what more should I? You doing it for me? Hell no. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it's been great. Like, I can tell you, like, it's the best stuff that I ever bought, and for me, it's been great. Like, I'm ever, like, for example, my Instagram account, my business one, which I'm probably gonna text to you.
Mm-hmm.
I grew that Instagram account in 6 months from 0 to 60, 43,000 followers.
Wow.
Grow with students, with probably close to 400 students right now.
Oh, wow.
And most of your like, most of the learnings, I also, it's been like through you, like through what you said. It's
Mm-hmm.
And money wise,
You made that back a long time ago.
yeah, probably in a week.
A lot of people are scared to invest in themselves. So for someone like you, before you met me, for someone that's there that's saying, I don't know if this thing that Daraine has is going to work. Should I take that leap of faith? Right now, my credit is bad. I need to get a home. I need to get a car, and I don't know if Daraine's the person for me. What would you say to someone right now that's still hesitant about being a part of our community? Excuse me, being a part of our university, not showing up to the credit summit. What would you say to that person?
Listen, in my case, I'm a business owner. So I have 4 businesses doing great. On my part, it was when there's a lot of people in the internet that they claim that they expert on everything, right? So what I started doing with you, it was just watching your stuff. Mm-hmm. Since day one, since I see you talking, I knew that you know what you're talking about, right? But then I bought your letters, then all the books that you have. Mm-hmm. I'm not only part of the university. I spent over even more than that, because on the university you give out everything, but I started purchasing little stuff. Mm-hmm. To see what you have, and then I said, "This is the man." Like I don't know anything in this market that teach what you teach. Mm-hmm. So basically, on the investment that I did on everything that you have is knowledge. Like, the one thing that can make you reach is what you know. Mm. If you don't know anything, how do you think you're gonna make you're gonna be reached? How do you think you're gonna be successful? You need to know something in order to make money. Mm-hmm. And what about for of a market that is like, what, 90%, 85% of the people has a bad credit? Mm-hmm. But we have a crazy market, right? That we can, and I'm in the Spanish market, right? But we have a crazy market that we can even not. Don't think about making money. Think about helping people. Do you know how many people are out there that they don't even know how to fix their credit? That mm-hmm. they want to purchase their first house, mm-hmm. their business, and they don't have clue. They think that they never gonna make it because when they was younger, they by mistake. Yes, I'm Dominican. By mistake, they probably didn't work out with the credit good, but now they want to be successful. They want to purchase a first house, or car, something like that. If you are able to help one person to fit their dream, to do whatever they want to do, isn't that worth it? What about your brother? What about your mother, your mother, father, your friends?
I agree.
This is more important than the money.
It is. And what a lot of people don't know is that the money will come. It will come. Just put the time in, learn your stuff. Don't be doing this crazy stuff that these people on the internet are doing, talking about these credit sweeps. These people don't know anything. And the crazy thing is, when these account gets deleted and then they do an investigation and it comes back verified, what do you do when the account comes back? When a previously deleted item comes back on your report, what do you do? I bet you can't go to that person that gave you the sweep. What are they going to do? A sweep again? It's not going to work. What do you do then?
But you know what's the best part? If you're in the university like me, Daraine do make out every week a private call with all of his students. That if you have a situation like that, you only have to ask Daraine, and that's it.
Problem solved. Problem solved.
Problem solved. But if you don't have a coach, if you don't have a person that can guide you through the right way, then you're probably gonna struggle on everything. It doesn't have to be on credit on everything. You had to have a coach.
A coach is important.
A coach is a must.
Coach is so important.
Yeah.
And this is where a lot of us fall short because we think that we are grown, we think that we know everything, and that a coach is not required. And oh, for those of you that are just joining, guys, just a quick update again. The virtual tickets are out. We only have 100 seats available for virtual. So comment the word virtual. The credit summit is literally 6 days away. So you want to secure your ticket. So comment the word virtual in the chat to secure your virtual seat if you're not able to make it to Atlanta. If you're able to make it to Atlanta, comment the word summit. If you're in Atlanta, comment the word summit if you have not gotten your tickets yet. If you have not gotten your tickets and you're in Atlanta, comment the word summit. But if you're not able to make it to Atlanta, comment the word virtual. We have 100 seats available. It's probably way less now. But secure your seats before the virtual seats are sold out.
Question about the summit. The people who purchased the virtual, they be able to see the whole event.
The educational part. When we do breaks and stuff like that, they're not going to see that. They're not going to see like the dinner and stuff like that, but they'll see the event itself.
On the event, there's going to be Q&As?
Yes, absolutely. Q&As is a must.
People on the virtual will be able to ask the questions?
Yes, we will have a moderator. So we'll be getting questions from virtual and we'll be getting questions from people in the crowd. Q&A is an absolute must. I'm very big on Q&A.
There you go, guys. So if you're not able, and I can tell you that personal event, like in like right there when you're in person, the vibe, the energy that you from the in person it's a must. But if if you cannot make it for any reason, just go ahead and buy the virtual. You're gonna have everything. You're gonna see the whole event. You're gonna be able to ask questions, everything. So you're gonna have the full experience. But if you can go there, do not hesitate and say, okay, I'm gonna buy a virtual. No, go there because the energy, the power, being able to see it in person, being able to network with people around you, that's be great. That's gonna be worth.
I agree 100%, bro. You hit it on pot. I think you're ready for the box, bro. You're ready for the next step up. You're definitely ready for the box. It's time for me to start teaching you about podcasting and digital products. It's time for you to step up now. You're ready. You're definitely ready.
The only thing that I can tell you that I'm grateful for what you're doing 100% is it's been great. And not the brother, like anything I can help, if we can get in contact. There's a lot of stuff that I probably can help. But guys, do not miss. I can from a student's perspective. I don't know Daraine in person. This is the first time that we talk one-on-one. I can tell you that whatever he teach, it's the right stuff, is the law, and he works. The only thing that you have to do is just put your work, right? He's not gonna do it nobody gonna do the stuff that you have to do. He's putting the stuff in your face. The only thing that you have to do is just take it
and execute. Execute. That's it.
Execute it, and that's it. So everybody that is here, you guys have the opportunity to change your life in whatever, in any way, in any case, like money wise, knowledge wise, and when you have the knowledge, then the money is gonna come by itself.
It will.
Because people want you what you have, like whatever you have in here. People want to follow you. So just learn and learn the right stuff.
Learn the right stuff the right way. People like too much shortcuts, and these shortcuts are gonna come back and it's gonna bite y'all.
100%.
It's gonna bite y'all in places that y'all don't want to be bitten. And I'm telling you guys, if you don't put a stop to this propaganda that's going on online with these fake police reports, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Do not let anyone persuade you and talk you into doing false police reports. Don't do it, guys. Stay away from that stuff. When it comes back to haunt you, it's going to come back to haunt you. Leave that stuff alone. Learn it the right way, because when you do it the right way, the opportunity is there for you to establish that there were damages and you can get financially compensated through arbitration, through small claims, through whatever action you decide to take.
That's great. On the summit, will you talk about small claims?
Yes. I'll be going over arbitration, small claims, arbitrations on small claims.
Can you tell me 5 stuff that you're going to talk about in the summit?
Okay. FCRA, FDCPA, small claims, arbitration. I'll be going over credit fundamentals, the FICO pie chart. I'm going to go over what the consumer laws are. How do you use them? It's a lot of stuff.
So for people who don't know, what is small claim? Let's say, but explain a little bit, like in 1 minute, like what is small claim?
So when we talk about small claims, right? Small claims court is a fast process. It's a judicial process that is it's relatively fast, that you can use to resolve issues or disputes between two parties, two entities, right? A natural person and maybe a debt collector or consumer reporting agency. If you don't want to go to like state court, district court, superior court, federal court, etc. So each state has a maximum capacity for small claims. So even though it's a fast process, it's not unlimited in terms of the amount you can sue for. An example, the state of Georgia, the maximum amount for small claims is $15,000. For New York, it's $10,000. Florida, $8,000, I think. New Jersey, $6,000. Pennsylvania, $8,000. Texas, maybe $20,000, if I'm not mistaken. So different state has different amount that their small claims court can accommodate. So if your action or if your lawsuit is more than the capacity of small claims, you go to superior court or district court, whichever venue that best suits you. So it's a whole lot of stuff.
Got it. But the most important part, it's not just the money, is that if you win the case in the court, they will have to fix the credit, right?
Now, when we say fix the credit, no, not fix the credit, but in your settlement, right? So in your settlement, or when you win, you can make certain requests. And the request you're going to make, that I would make, is a deletion of the trade line. Because if I'm going in there about a particular item that was inaccurate, as part of my relief, I want that deleted, right? So I want that deleted, plus the maximum amount that I can get for statutory, punitive, actual damages, any damage, like whatever I'm going after, I'm going to make sure that that's all enforced. But the key thing is making sure that the trade line is a part of the remedy that you're getting. So it's not per se fixing the credit, but whatever I'm taking them to court for, that item I'm also requesting to be deleted from the reports.
Got it. Perfect. Nothing more from me, brother. Thank you so much.
No problem, bro. Yeah, this was dope. This was dope. Being interviewed by the students. This is dope. I like this. You just put me onto something just now. You literally just put me onto something.
Happy to see you, and guys, you had to be on this event. So I'm gonna buy my ticket. I'm gonna be there. Everybody had to be there. And if you cannot be there, this was virtual. So on a virtual, you're gonna have all of the privilege. You're gonna have the whole event. You're gonna have Q&As. So guys, there's no reason why not to join this event.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so see you, and probably see you on the summit.
Most definitely. Thank you, my brother. All right, those are some pretty good questions. Those were some pretty good questions. All right, who else want to talk to me? Like, that was great. I'm fired up. Who else want to talk to me? Who else want to talk to your favorite island boy? Who else want to talk to me? Guys, I'm not scary. I'm not scary. You guys can have a conversation with me. You can ask me anything. I got my ticket yesterday. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. For those of you that's going to make it in person, make sure you comment the word summit. If you're going to be here in person in Atlanta, comment the word summit. All right? Comment the word summit. If you are not able to make it to Atlanta, you can still join us through virtual. Comment the word virtual. So for those of you that are here, comment the word virtual if you are not able to make it to Atlanta. But for those of you that's going to be in person, it's going to be crazy. All right? It's going to be crazy. Comment the word summit. Get your tickets. Get your tickets. Get your tickets. I see somebody else want to join me on the live. Let's go. Who do I got on the live? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up?
How you doing, King?
I'm good.
Perfect. Perfect. Happy Friday, brother.
Same to you. Same to you.
What you got going on?
Well, I'm on my truck right now. Trying to get my credit together.
Whoa. We're not trying to do nothing. Wait, hold up.
Okay.
Rewind. Let's get that one back. We ain't trying to do nothing. We either doing it or we're not. What's going on, King? What you up to?
Get my credit together.
All right. Bet.
I had a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
With personal information on Experian, or all three of them, if they still have something on there, like, do you have a letter, like with an old address? I know. What they saying that
it's called a personal information letter. Yeah, I do. I have it. One of my students 2 months ago got a $50,000 check because of that.
Oh. I'm in the academy. That's why I was asking. I got the personal information, but they still reporting the academy. I'm not the academy. They still reporting. They still reporting old address.
That's perfect, and that's okay. I want you to apply for something.
Okay.
Go apply for something. Apply for like a personal loan or a credit card or apply for something.
I did last year, and I got proof of all of that.
No, I'm talking about after you did the dispute. After the dispute. Yes, after the dispute.
Okay, gotcha.
Right? Apply for something after the dispute. And then know what. So if we're going to go that route, you're going to need more than the academy. You're going to need the connoisseur program because we're going straight for a lawsuit.
Okay.
Right? Like I said, my student Dwayne, he got a $50,000 check. Well, $50,000 plus, because they continued to furnish inaccurate personal information after he sent in the information and disputed the negative item, and they still kept it on there. So he took them to arbitration, and there's a case law, Nelson versus Experian Information Solution, and that case law had my Dwayne got a $50,000 check.
Oh man, let me write that down.
Nelson versus Experian Information Solution. It's in the letter. So look in the personal information letter. The case law is built into it.
Okay.
So what I would do is this. I would resend the personal information letter, right? And I would go along this line. Okay. Whoever responded to you that the information was verified, you are going to go to a notary as well, and you're going to have the notary notarize the letter. And you're gonna have them authenticate your information, and you're gonna let the institutions know that this is my second letter addressing the matter. This will be my second and final letter. The name that you are reporting is inaccurate. So you list the inaccurate names. The correct spelling of my name is this, right? Secondly, my correct and only address that I can receive legal correspondence is this. The address that you're listing, list those addresses. These are inaccurate, outdated. I am not associated with these addresses, nor can I receive any legal paperwork here. These addresses must be deleted. I am not associated with any of these addresses, right? So remember now, your ID must reflect your current address. That's very important. And then the utility bill substantiates that proof. So after that, now we move down into phone number, we move down into email address, and you just clean that all up. And if they refuse to delete the stuff and update you with a new report that reflects the correct information, you need to go apply for something. Go apply for a Mercedes-Benz. Go apply for something. There's a clause. It's called actual damages. It's in the civil liability section. So if you get denied as a result of inaccurate information, guess what? You are owed damages. And using the case law, Nelson versus Experian, then now we are going to say we attempted to get the items resolved. The dispute letter was sent out. Make sure you're using certified mail. Very important too, because we need to be able to track it when they got it, the 30 days, all of that stuff. So I'll teach you more of this when you join the Connoisseur program. But if we're going to go down that route where you want to check, the academy won't give you that information. You gotta come up.
Yeah, absolutely. I will.
And then now I'll teach you how to start your own consulting business. So how many trucks do you pass per day or at a truck stop? How many trucks do you come in contact with?
Man, 100 plus. Anytime I stop, I see 100 plus trucks. So
what if each truck was paying you $1,000?
Golly. That's, man,
I can teach you that, bro.
About running up a bag.
Oh, we're talking about running up more than a bag. Now, we're talking about that at a minimum. It's really $2,500, but I'm just using $1,000 as a minimum, right? I'm going to teach you how to market. I'm going to teach you to create your business cards. And you're going to go to Staples or Walgreens or wherever, and you're going to get Scotch tape. You're going to get your business cards from Vistaprint, and you're going to say, I fix bad credit. Hello, fellow trucker. Do you have bad credit? If you do, give me a call, right? 1-876, blah, 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 blah. Now, you're going to take every truck stop you go to. You are going to tape that on the driver's handle, so they have to see it when they open the truck. So let's say you do 100 trucks a day and only 10% call.
It's still a bad.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You got a Wi-Fi device right in your truck right now. So on your downtime when you're not driving, you can use my software, right? Because I have AI software that you can use now to mail out the letters. You don't even need to go to the post office. So right there in your truck, you're fixing the credit. I'm your coach. We're on calls every Monday, right? I'm telling you what you're supposed to do. You're running the plays, and you're just making money, bro.
Man, you can't beat it.
Come on, bro.
You can't beat that. Come on now. we ending the year off and starting the year off
Come on, bro. That's the power of being plugged in with the right people, being in the right mentorship. It changes your whole life.
Man, I've been watching for a while, and it's just like I'm thankful and grateful that you're giving out this free information. And like I said, I'm gonna get in the connoisseur program, all of that, because the information is there that you give out for free.
I hope you're able to make it to Atlanta next week for the credit summit. That would be so amazing to meet you.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm headed that way right now. I'm in New Mexico, so hopefully
you get a load that's coming up to Atlanta or something.
Yeah.
So the credit summit is the 12th and the 13th. The 11th, it's a networking event night. So if you can be here that weekend, it would be super dope, bro. I'm gonna have you join the university. I'm gonna teach you how to market. I'm gonna show you how to make money, bro. Being a trucker, what your income from the truck, you can tremendously triple, double, quadruple that from just being on the road.
Yeah.
And eventually you'll replace yourself in that truck and have somebody else drive it. And I wouldn't even do that off the rip, because you want to secure at least 1,000 trucks first. Right? So you run the routes, because you're in New Mexico, you're in everywhere, bro. So keep running the play. Just what you will be able to do now is get a co-driver with you.
Right.
So you get a co-driver, you can pay the co-driver, so now you can focus on what you're doing. So you can get something like a T-Mobile terminal. It's a wireless device that you can bring with you on the go. Or you can get Starlink, put it on your truck, so you have top-notch Wi-Fi.
Oh, man.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, because talk to me.
Come on, bro. When I tell people I can teach you how to make money, I'm not just talking, guys. I live this stuff. I can make you a business model right out just meeting you. I can give you a whole business model just like that. I do this. I paid $300,000 for coaching.
And it's showing too, and it's paying off. It's showing, definitely.
So,
are you saving this live?
Yeah, this live is going to be saved.
Because I'm gonna play it back so I can write everything down that you said too.
Most definitely, most definitely. All right.
All right, brother. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. See you later, bro. See you next week.
I see you.
All right. All right. That was dope conversation. Shout out to all my truck. Ah, man. I should have you honk that horn real quick before you go. Golly. I wish I would have thought of that before you went. I would have had you just burp. That would be dope. All right. Guys, if you have not secured your tickets, I'm telling you, you need to secure your tickets. The experience alone. And for those of you that are in specialized niche areas, the strategies are going to be phenomenal. The strategies I'm going to be teaching y'all is going to be phenomenal. I will check out your website. Absolutely. I can provide you the link to my website. I would definitely like for you guys to go and check out my website. You can go to DaraineDelevante.com, DaraineDelevante. You can go check me out on my website. Go ahead. All right. What else you guys got for me? Talk to me. Oh, for those of you that are just joining, I just saw a few people come in the room. Guys, the Credit Summit, we're 6 days away for the Credit Summit. We're 6 days away. 6 days away, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, my guy? How are you doing? We're 6 days away from the Credit Summit, guys. I'm telling you, for those of you that are going to be here in Atlanta, that want to be here in Atlanta, comment the word summit. If you're going to be in Atlanta, comment the word summit. If you're going to be in Atlanta. If you're not able to make it to Atlanta, you can comment the word virtual. Once you do, I will send you a link for you to join virtually. It's going to be an extraordinary experience. The experience is going to be one that you're going to be like, wow, I'm glad I went. I'm glad I was a part of that. All right, let me see what you got. Do you have any new ebook for late payments? I don't have an ebook for late payments. I have letters for late payments. Late payments does not require an ebook, even though I just finished wrote a new book. So if you want late payment deletion letters, just comment the word late payment. If you want late payment deletion letters, just comment the word late payment. How can I go live? Figuring that out now, because um, let's see, add a scene. The streaming platform that I'm using, it has changed, and I'm not seeing the option. I'm not seeing the option where I can add someone to the live like the last one. I'm just not seeing it. Oh, got it. Found it. Found it. Found it. Found it. Boom. Found it. All right. So for those of you that are commenting the word late payment, let me go and get the late payment deletion letter for y'all. Let me get that late payment deletion letter for y'all. All right. So if you're on IG, guys, all you got to do is, all right, there you go. If you're on YouTube and Twitch, that is the link for the late payment. If you're on Instagram, just comment the word late payment if you need the late payment deletion letters. But most importantly, y'all guys need to be at the Credit Summit. It teaches you how to sue in federal court. All right. Let's see. I think there was another questions. How long do we have to pay for that class? Which class are we talking? Beyond keys. Which class are you talking? Give me a little bit more context. I seem to be. What class are you talking about? Yes, yes, we do. We do have payment plan. So beyond keys, comment the word paid. Beyond keys, comment the word paid, and it will bring you. It will send you the link to that program. Beyond keys, comment the word paid, and that will give you the link to the connoisseur program. So comment the word paid. Comment the word paid, and let me know if you got the link. The word paid should send you the link to that program. So that's where I teach about arbitration, small claims. It's dope stuff. What about charge off? Okay, what's your question about a charge off? Please enlighten me. What is your question? Okay, so you received the link. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Where is it? Here is the link for you guys that want to join me live. That's the link, guys. If you want to join me live on, you can click that link. All right. I've sent out 2 letters to the consumer reporting agencies, and they didn't respond back to the second letter at all. So I sent them a third telling them they have 15 days to delete the transaction. That's not actually how it works. So each letter has specific language, right? So let's say you send out a round 1. Okay, you send out a round 1. You send out a round 1 deletion letter, and a consumer reporting agency did not respond in 30 days. Does establish payment plan as we check out? Yes, there's a payment plan option there. You can click, you can choose the payment plan option there, brother. You can go ahead. So when we send out a dispute letter, And we're talking about a round one dispute, a round one dispute. If a consumer reporting agency does not respond in 30 days, they have to delete the information. Now, what makes, not what makes, how do you compel a consumer reporting agency to comply? How do you compel a consumer reporting agency to comply with the 30-day deletion? Hold on one sec. Okay, here it goes. All right. So I have two people on the live. All right, let me see how it's going. All right, Credit saying, can you hear me?
How you doing, bro?
What's
Can you hear
going
me?
on, man? They updated this software, bro. Yeah, they updated the software, and I was having some issues finding where I add people, but now I can see how to do it. What you got going on?
Well, basically, I wanted to let you know something that you did that I forgot to tell you. Okay, so
Okay,
I
talk to
mean
me.
about a year ago, when I was following you before I joined the university, um, I
Hold on.
remember
A
I told
whole
you about
year ago?
a whole year ago. This happened a whole year ago. It just came to my mind today. Like I was trying to get my down payment back on my car. So I did
Mm-hmm.
we was talking about it, and I had already had used the right to rescission.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as I did, I had got sick and put in the hospital, so I had them dead to right. But what happened was is that since I was sick and I couldn't finish it, what they did, they just took my account and zeroed me out as paid. So yeah, is they zeroed out as paid,
Interesting.
and, and they repossessed the car at the same time.
So they repoed the car and then zeroed the balance out and then listed it as paid.
Yes,
That's a lawsuit. That's
I
a huge
thought
law.
that, but I thought that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big lawsuit. Cause
Okay, so
were you delinquent on the account?
I was delinquent like 2 weeks,
Okay. Now,
and
what
yeah,
state are you in? What state are you in?
I'm in Florida.
So we need to know what Florida repossession was. That where they repossessed the car from?
Correct.
So you need to be familiar now with Florida state repossession laws.
Okay, I work on that tonight.
So break down the repossession laws, just like I teach y'all in the mentorship. Break down the
Yes, sir.
repossession law and see now where the compliance was not met. Because all you need is one violation, just one. All you need to find is one violation, and that triggers UCC 9-625.
Okay. And I wanted to give you, I got to give you flowers, because at one time, it took me so long to join the university.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the ticket for the summit, but I was like, how am I gonna get there? Like, how am I gonna get to the summit? I'm up here plowing to the Father, which is praying. I'm praying to the Father, asking him like how I'm gonna get there. And boy, listen to this. I've been in this lawsuit for probably like 8 months.
Which
And
lawsuit?
it was a lawsuit, a car accident. You know what I mean? I was
Uh-huh.
there. And they called me today to my some, we got your demand back. I got $50,000 for the
Let's
lawsuit,
go. Let's go.
and I was like, okay, that's what's up. So then somebody's gonna take 30 days. I said that's all right. I went and got a loan. I applied for a loan, and I had the loan probably Monday or Tuesday, so I had to be
Let's
all set for the credit session.
go.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
can't wait
I
to see you, bro. We gotta. I can't wait to see you, bro. This is so. You see, when you set your mind with a definite of purpose and such a burning desire that the universe has no choice but to give you what you want.
correct,
And when I
correct.
tell people this all the time, be careful about what you speak on yourself. Your thoughts generate your life. And you spoke coming into the credit summit into existence. And for 8 months, you had this lawsuit. What are the odds of the lawsuit check being cut right here, right now. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I think it. I can't hear you no more. I'm on phone.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Let me see. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, your audio is going in and out now. See, in the disruption follows intention all the time, bro. It's all good.
Yeah, so in that whole aspect, also want to say this, people, y'all need to really be at this credit summit. Let me tell you something, man. People, I think a friend of mine told me today, like elder of mine, he was asking me to explain my company because he's like, I'm gonna try to help you with your website and stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. And he said, explain what you do. You know what I mean? And I'm just off the dome. I'm explaining because he asked me he said, how do you get a what it was, get a what is that called? I got a brain fart right now. An inquiry off, right? So I was like, that falls under permissible purpose. And he was like,
Mm-hmm.
permissible
Mm-hmm.
purpose out there, yeah, 15 UFC 1681 A 1681 A B. And he was like, we were like, what? And he started looking up the law, right? And then he was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay. Then I was like, yeah. Then you probably got damages. So, you know what I mean? You can sue for damages because of 15 UFC 1681 N civil liability. He looking it up like he thought.
Ooh.
He said one thing I'm gonna tell you. He said, man, you know this. I see. He said, you know this credit thing. You really do know about the loss. He said, I don't even know how to do that. I said, listen, my mentor said the same thing. I don't understand, but I study a lot. You know what I mean? But he said I give out too many jewels, so that's why my business is slow because I give out too much stuff. So I'm trying to recuperate as not to give out so much information, just to get
Nah,
enough to come in.
but come on, look at the amount of information I give away. I give away my free information is better than people's paid course. Listen, don't be that guy, because if people cannot know, like, and trust you, they won't buy from you, and they won't be a part of your network. So keep doing what you're doing, right? Build your course out, build your universe. I'm going to teach you all of that. Don't worry about giving too much, bro. Just give value. And I promise you, the same way you were following me for a year before you joined is the same way somebody's going to say, yo, I'm going to consume credit saying content for a whole year. And you know what? I think it's time. So keep doing what you're doing, bro. Keep being great.
And I appreciate everything. Everybody, y'all need to go to the credit summit. It's going down up there. We finna have a good time out this thing. This
Let's
is my
go.
first one too, so I'm going all in. All
Let's
in. You
go.
know
Let's
what I mean?
go. Let's go.
Hey,
Appreciate
be
you,
safe,
Ken.
man. Thank you, man.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Sweet. That was amazing. That was so amazing. All right. Ted, you're up, brother. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Devante?
I'm doing amazing. King, how are you?
My question is on the
Mm.
consumer AI portal, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple of letters through the website here, and they're supposed to be on the consumer law mail, right? So I see the letters that I sent a month ago. It says I sent the letter to TransUnion a month ago,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't actually see the letter. I mean, is there some way I can actually see the letter that I sent out? If,
So the name of the letter. So if you go back into your sent history, your sent history should show you the letters that you sent out.
and I don't see sent history. I don't see a history on this platform.
So go back to previously sent, because when you log into the software and you go to step 5, in step 5 where you send the letters from, you should see a list of all the letters that you sent
I
out.
do. I see sent letters. Yeah, I do.
So do you see the list of the letters that you sent out?
Yes, yes. I'm looking at it now.
Yep, there you go.
So the actual letter, I see that it's sent out. The letter can.
Yeah, but the name of the letter, all you got to do is just go back into the letter library and look at it.
Oh, it's, my modified letter is sitting there.
So if you modify the letter, you can also download that letter. But the system doesn't keep it because that's a lot of storage.
Yeah, so that letter's not there, right? Because of storage. Okay.
But just double check with it. A rule of thumb is, whatever letter you sent out, just download a copy of it and keep it in a file.
Separate file. Separate file.
Because you want to keep track of your disputes.
Yeah. I've been going to the post office because I ain't. I've been actually going to the post office, and, and to the notary physically, and I have been printing out those documents for myself, and then send it to the different bureaus. So my thing is, what I do now, I sent a couple of letters to sent one to Volkswagen Credit because I want them to come get the car because it doesn't work.
The car doesn't work?
No, it doesn't work. So according to Georgia law, the repossession process started when I made the phone call. So I documented it by sending a text message to the number that I talked to, the Volkswagen Credit. The VIN number, my name, the date.
Is it a new car?
2017.
2017. Okay. And it just stopped working.
Transmission shot.
Is there any warranty on it?
No, that's past. Everything is that's past.
But there's still a payment on it.
Yeah, it was upside down in the car, and then owe too much to fix the transmission. So the mechanics.
Ooh, I'm gonna give you a gem right now. Write this down. Go to a car dealership, right?
Yeah.
And go and lease a car. Trade that one in and lease a car.
They won't take a car that's not going to drive.
Well, we don't know that yet. You don't know. Have you tried it?
I think they'll take it for salvage.
Well, it doesn't matter. You're going to get a credit. But what the key thing is, so you're able to put negative equity inside of a lease.
Inside of a lease or a purchase?
Correct. Inside of a lease. That's why I said lease. You're going to lease a car. So the negative equity on that car can roll over into the lease. But the cool thing about a lease is after the lease is up, whatever negative equity was there disappears with it.
How's that? How does that work?
Go to the dealership. They'll explain it to you.
Because this car that I have now already had a balance from the last car, and they put it on this car here. It's already, they already tacked on.
I'm gonna follow up more. I'm gonna follow up more on you with this. I have a guest that's coming on now. They're on here now, so I gotta take this. But we're gonna follow up more on this. All right, Ted?
Okay, cool.
All right, brother. Cool. All right. Yeah, but a lot of people don't know. Like, if you have negative equity in a car, you can roll that over into a lease. Mr. Barney, what's going on, bro?
What's popping, my guy?
Man, working as usual. I learned from one of the best mentors in the game.
Man, listen, man. You one of the hardest working me to show, man.
Been working, man. I learned from the best, So a student will be a reflection of his mentor.
Yo, let's get to it, man. Listen, man, I salute. I'm proud of you, man. You've been going crazy. I know we got something coming. We got 6 days?
6 days, bro.
6 days. We in Atlanta for the Credit Summit. If y'all not there yet, tune in. I'm ready. It's
I see Mitch in the building. The thing
what's good, my guy?
The thing about the Credit Summit that a lot of people don't know is that most summits don't offer what the Credit Summit's offering. We're talking about an environment where not only people that's repairing, rebuilding, and restoring their own credit is coming. We're talking about credit repair business owners. We're talking about mortgage lenders. We're talking about people in the real estate game. And the cool thing is you're able to print your reports out. Right? So you're printing your reports out, and in real time, you're getting real strategies about what's on your credit and how to get that item deleted. Even custom letters being made on spot. Nobody does this.
That's a fact. Yo, I gotta I need to know. I see people saying virtual. It's gonna be in Atlanta, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do something for the next person that buys a ticket. Next person buy a ticket that's gonna meet me there. I'm gonna give them access to recession proof. I give them access to recession proof.
Okay. So how are they gonna win this?
Next person, the first person to buy a ticket. Let's just do that. It's $625. First person buy a ticket, I'm giving them RPX for free.
Sheesh. All right, so let me mark the time down right now.
It's a year access. It's $1997. That's a $2,000 thing. I want to do it for one person. Somebody check. Next person buy a ticket, I'm gonna give them access to RPX.
All right, so right now we're at 625. Okay, so the first person to buy a ticket right now it's 625. So I timestamped it. The first person to buy a ticket at 625 and beyond, the first person, according to Mr. Barney, you will get access to recession proof for 1 year.
Yep.
I wonder if y'all know the value of recession proof. Like, I wonder if y'all know what this man just gave out a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really wonder if y'all know. Sheesh.
Listen, we've been at this thing for years.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said I need access. I already got mine. You should have went and bought another. I'd have went and bought another ticket. So now you got two. It was the first person to buy a ticket. But you know, I'm excited. I'm excited to come hit the stage though. You know, it's you know, we talk credit. We talking about, you know, things that help us change our lives. We've seen how many people it's been able to change their life. How many people we've been able to affect, how it affected us. It's different. So I'm excited to get on the stage and get busy. I ain't really talk. I ain't been on the stage teaching in a while, man. So it's I got so much in the bag that I just new shit that I ain't even really hit and lay out yet. I got stuff that I ain't even out on my curriculums inside of recession proof yet.
Really?
I'm excited to come in and just lay out some different strategies and just give people, you know, a game on how to really be able to grow their business, how to be able to grow their credit, how to actually monetize off of it. Most people don't know how to make money off of just having good credit. They just think like, yo, I get credit and I can go buy shit and go into debt. Like, that's the difference with recession proof. We get good credit and make money off that shit. Most people don't know how to make money off that shit. That's the difference. That's why these niggas don't be understanding this shit when they come to credit. All they want to do is tell you how to get in debt. Nigga, we get rich off of credit. Motherfuckers live great lives off of having good credit. I make more money off of having good credit than a doctor does.
Wait. So you're telling me that to go to school, go get a job, become a doctor, that society told us this is what we need to do to be wealthy in society. And you're telling me something called credit. You're making more than what a doctor makes?
That's off of credit. That ain't even my other businesses. I'm not talking about my online infrastructure. I ain't talking about my educational platform. I'm not talking about none of my other businesses. I ain't talking about my travel company. I'm not talking about my ambulance company. I'm not talking about none of my other investments. I'm not talking about my software companies. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about strictly off of having good credit.
Wow.
See, and the thing is, people don't realize why businesses fail. They be like, "Oh man, my business is struggling." It's struggling because you lack infrastructure, you lack strategy, you lack the ability to actually generate income. Most people want to go into business, they don't make any money yet. Or you got to go work a 9 to 5, which is going to depend and take a lot of your time. If you work a 9 to 5 and you got to commit all your time and effort into working this 9 to 5, then when the fuck do you have time to build your business and chase your dreams? When in reality, if we had the information and we understood that, okay, listen, I can actually monetize having good credit, set up an infrastructure, get paid from being better to myself. But first, it makes me develop an actual skill set. It makes me actually develop discipline to establish good credit. Because don't think that, oh, I get good credit overnight. No, it may take you 6 months to a year to develop a good credit report and show your discipline and show your ability to be able to pay on time. But then you start learning, okay, well, this is how I actually go get access. This is how I actually monetize. This is how I actually benefit from having these credit cards. This is how I benefit from having these bank products. This is how I benefit from having these actual banking relationships. And now you start to generate capital. Now, once you're generating capital, that's the money you can now utilize to invest into your businesses. And guess what? You're using somebody else's money. And if you know how to do it, you don't even pay interest on it. If you know how to do it, you don't even have, you realistically, see, realistically, it gets further. But what happens is that when you don't have access to this information, so what do? You go, oh man, that's fake. It's not possible. Congratulations. What is possible is that keep going to work. Keep doing everything that they told you what to do to be poor. Keep doing everything that they told you to do to make sure you live a mediocre life. To make sure that you barely can live above average. If you got a good degree, if you got a good job, you still live a mediocre life. You still can't go out and live the life that you want because of inflation, right? Because of inflation, because of taxes, because of everything and every boundary and hurdle that they put in our way to realistically make it out of the bubble that majority of Americans live in. This ain't a black thing. It's not a white thing. It's not a Hispanic thing. This is a thing, a universal law across America. Is not built for you to be financially free. The possibilities are there, but the infrastructure for you to learn how to capitalize and grow in it is not there. So continuously go and do what you've been doing because you think that it's impossible for me to be able to do something else. Daraine don't got a fucking job. He's able to put on a conference. Don't think that a conference costs $5,000. Daraine is putting on a conference. Let's just put it in perspective. Well, why would I want to go and learn from somebody like Daraine? Daraine's able to spend multiple six figures to put on an event. Can you do that? Can you put together multiple six figures? I don't come for free. Can you afford to pay speakers? Can you afford to rent a venue? Can you afford to do marketing? Can you afford to do promo? Can you afford to go on a press run, set up infrastructure, set up employees? Can you afford to do it? Well, how does he do it? Well, he's able to, but he understands business. He understands credit. He understands internet marketing. These are things that you should be able to learn from. If you cannot turn around today and go out and say, people are like, well, they think it's just one concept. Well, only thing I need to learn from Daraine is credit. Or consumer law. Well, maybe I'm not interested. Look at everything else he's able to do. And ask yourself, are you in a position to do it? Or are you in a position to actually be able to make these things happen? This is a lot of things that we don't pay attention to in business, and we be like, because everybody can talk about credit repair, but it's different levels to it. It's different levels to the understanding, to the execution, and to the actual utilization of it. So he goes, listen, I mastered this. Then he started bringing in other people who mastered it in different ways. So I may not be the consumer law expert. I have to, when it comes to consumer law, go to Daraine. But when it comes to what you do with that credit, and we start flipping that shit,
you're the GOAT, and that's GOAT. If there's a thing higher than all cap letters, I think that's it. When we talk about flipping that back, getting that back, flipping that back, multiplying it, reinvesting it back into your business and growing the business, I don't see nobody better than you, bro.
Listen, this is and we in the building, and that's the thing. It's like, look, man, like it's money talks, bullshit walks.
But it's crazy, Marcus, because if what was it, 3 or 4 years ago, Valentine's Day, because I can't forget it. If I was sitting on my hands and didn't take that opportunity, you were out with your wife. I don't remember where you were, but I know it was Valentine's. You were somewhere and you did it was either a random live or a random call. And you said, recession proof is on discount. And it was like 3 or 4 years ago. And from being on the other side of the screen to being mentored to now putting on dude, my first conference I ever went to was your conference in Miami. The first one.
Major.
So like your coaches, your mentors have a huge influence on how you are going to perform as a student. And if your mentor is not the prime example of what you want to be, you got the wrong mentor. And I've seen you in rooms, I'm talking couple $100,000 rooms. And the information that you have and that you've shared, and just the way how it has moved from, okay, you're a student, now you're learning, now we're here, this is what you need to do. Like, there's not a lot of people that can say, I had one of the best coaches in the game. Not a lot of people can say that because a lot of people are scared. They're afraid to go to a Miami. They're afraid to go to Atlanta. I went to Vegas. Everywhere you had a conference, dude, I was there. I moved from being in a chair to getting vendor booths. Like for each one, I stepped my game up because I'm consuming everything and I'm watching the plays that you're making and I'm learning the plays. And I'm not like a lot of people know a lot of stuff and don't do nothing with it. Just like learning how to sue. I taught myself, dude, I asked lawyers how to sue. There were certain people that I asked that I know in the industry that are doing it, and people wanted to gatekeep. So you know what I did, bro? I bought some law books and I went to work the same way I normally do. And I taught myself how to sue. So
you know what's crazy? You said something, right? And a lot of people won't. I'm just gonna kind of, and I'll put a lesson into it. You said, "Yo, it was Valentine's Day, and I did something." No, I know it was Valentine's Day. I did a webinar.
yes, that's what it was.
I did a webinar on Valentine's Day. Let me explain something to y'all that's listening, right? A lot of you guys won't do things on days that you think that everybody's going to be occupied. Guess what? Everybody will be occupied. Everybody who don't want no fucking money. It was Valentine's Day. Guess what? Nobody else was hosting any kind of events. Nobody else had the webinars. I had no competition. It was more people showed up on a holiday than any other webinar.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it like it was yesterday because it was a holiday. Most people go, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna take off.
Mm-hmm.
I do things on holidays. When we went to Vegas, I went to Vegas. Guess what? Memorial Day weekend. Most people are like, oh, I wouldn't do anything Memorial Day weekend. Why not? Do it in Vegas, somewhere that people want to travel for Memorial Day weekend. Mm-hmm. It's gonna cost more. Guess what? It'll be more people there too. Right? And so you identify something. It's like, yo, listen, do it on holidays. Do things when other people don't want to work. When other people are going to take off. Why? It's less competition.
Mm-hmm.
Because most people don't want to do things on. Oh, it's I fucking Valentine's Day, Father's Day. We did a conference. Circle CO conference was on Father's Day weekend. People like, oh, we shouldn't do it. Yes, we should. Let me explain something to you. But this comes from trial, error, and me looking and studying again and seeing how things perform on holidays. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's the key. It's just that sometimes you have to look at, and this is for you guys to tune in, you got to be able to look at the execution that people do on a high level. It's like we'll never get Jay-Z on a webinar teaching us and telling us, breaking this thing down like this. We'll never get it. So we got to be able to dissect it and try to break it down for ourselves. Meanwhile, you got people like me. Listen, I'm not boasting and bragging, but like it ain't too many niggas that did 35 million before they was 35.
Big fact.
I'm under 40 and I'm approaching $40 million in business, like in under 5 years. Like, it's not a lot of African Americans that can say that. Young men that go out and buy a private jet cash. Like, it's not a lot of people that's gonna be able to say it and then break down why they did it. Mm-hmm. Motherfucker not gonna tell you, oh yeah, I bought a private jet because the amount of money I'm making is gonna do this, that, and the third. But then I spent over $2 million on a jet, made back over $2 million that month just from the media perspective and how we broke the internet, made my money back, saved X amount on taxes. They're able to write off losses on that fucking jet over the next year because of the amount of money and income I was breaking. Mm-hmm. You spent $2 million, broke the internet, made $3 million, and saved millions of dollars and wrote hundreds of thousands of dollars off every single month. And got ownership in a private jet company and the private jet brokerage that
let's go.
That I still go. That now, so when you see me doing jets, and you can book private jets through me, and I still have a private jet brokerage that's constantly doing that will sell for multiple hundreds of millions of dollars because it's a tech company that I'm going to sell. Like, you don't understand it until somebody breaks it down. That can break it down in real time. When you look and later on, you read, yo, what the fuck did he do? How did he do it? Motherfucker, I'm here telling y'all now. Right here, I'm telling y'all now, and I'm in the flesh with somebody who is from where you guys come from, who come out of the same environments. Mm-hmm. And what happens is that Martin Luther King is great now that he was great then, but look at how he's praised now. Well, guess what, motherfucker? He's gone now. We wait till people are gone to realize, like, damn, I need to extract some of the genius out. Yeah. Damn, I need to extract some more out. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And what happens is that we wait.
We want to wait.
We don't execute on it. You wait till the moments is gone. I'm telling you in the moments where the shit that I'm telling you works and why it's valuable, where you can go and execute on it now. Mm-hmm. Motherfucking going doing and putting together a fucking a march and the shit that Martin Luther King did. That shit not relevant today. That shit not relevant to your life. It's not gonna help you. You can't go pull a play out of a Martin Luther King book and be like, this is what we gonna do. That shit over with. The battles, the landscape of culture, the landscape of America, it's over with. It's not the same. The shit I'm telling you is what you can do now. I'm telling you how you go out, capitalize, make money now. I'm showing you what you can do and utilize to make your family better now. Daraine is showing you what you can do and execute now. You could wait 3 years and take notes from today. In 3 or 4 years, it will be invaluable.
Yeah, the game changed.
It won't be valid.
Game changed a long time ago.
So AI, technology comes out. You got to change everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so these are things when I tell y'all, like, it's about executing, but it's about executing now. It's about executing on things that people are doing to generate wealth now. It ain't, okay, I'm going to do it, and it's on my 5-year plan. Fuck your 5-year plan. You got 5 months. With technology now, you don't have a 5-year plan. You don't have a 10-year plan. It will not fucking exist. It will not be valuable. You could lay out everything you want to do for the next 5 years, and in 6 months, that shit will be invalid.
Mm-hmm.
Your goals and dreams and your plan of attack will be invalid. I'm going to save this amount of money and do like this. The amount that you get for savings accounts will change. Inflation will change. Your dollar amount will be lowered.
Mm-hmm.
The real estate market will change. It might go to shit. It may go to the moon. The investment market, fucking the stock market might fucking crash and get shot to shit. If any, so many things with hacks and technology is going on. You cannot predict the future.
Mm-hmm.
And we are in the most uncertain times as possible when it comes to our future. 5 years from now, we cannot depend on anything that's happening now because technology is killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucking, oh man, here goes, look at the longshoreman. Y'all can go and fight all y'all want to fucking fight. They came to a great agreement, but then you go and look and you start seeing, well, why are they mad? And you start seeing these robots running the fucking yards. Longshoreman was the go-to job for people in the hood. You either get a CDL, but if you really get rich, where I come from, the niggas who had the best jobs were longshoremen. They made the most money, making $200,000-$300,000 a year. Don't need a fucking college degree. It was protected. It was a thing. You got to know somebody to be able to be a longshoreman. They made the most money 10, 15 years ago. And now they're on the verge of not fucking existing. Put a robot in place, and it will. If you got motherfucking 20 niggas, blacks, like I come from Northern California, so the Oakland ports and shit like that. One of my aunties worked at a port making $200,000-$300,000 a year. If you imagine 20, 30 motherfucking African Americans making $200,000-$300,000 a year, oh man, get these niggas out of here. It fuck up the whole economy. Like they got hundreds of blacks and African Americans working, and they're making good money. We replace y'all with fucking robots. You don't have to have the highest degree. You just got to be able to work. And the only way you get into this union and shit is most of the time is because you know somebody.
The thing about robots don't strike.
They don't talk back. They don't cost. They may cost me millions to build. But the thing is, what we don't realize is that businesses don't plan for it's going to cost you $20 million this year. Yes, but it'll save me
$100 million. Correct.
It will. I guess what? It's more productive. It does not have to stop.
No days off.
It does not have to go on vacation. I don't have to worry about vacation pay. I don't have to worry about insurance and workman's comp and all the bullshit that y'all do as humans. It doesn't exist. So I just say that to say as an example is that you look and they say doctors, they're making AI and robotic doctors. Guess what? You got to learn how to create income for yourself, and you cannot plan and say 5 years from now I'm gonna do this. You know what? I'm gonna go become a nurse. No. 5 years from now, it will be non-existent. Imagine motherfucker that's going through college and was like, you know what? I've been working at Walmart making X amount, as a cashier. Guess what? You ain't a cashier no more. They don't need you.
Self-checkout.
Self-checkout. You randomly ever see somebody at a cash register in Walmart.
Correct.
It's the reality of this now. So you got to look at it like, yo, you can't bank on what's going on now for 5 years from now because technology moves so fast.
Mm-hmm.
The way that everybody's coming out with electric cars. Imagine people who were selling gas engines and things like that. Everybody that was selling things that was dependent on the engine and cars running on gas. As that shit starts to become lower and lower and lower and lower and lower.
Absolutely.
Now everything is electric. I'm gonna buy gas stations, right? Nigga, you get rich selling gas. 10 years ago, you tell nigga he getting a gas station, gas business, nigga, you gonna be set forever. People need gas. Yep. All right.
The world is changing, and most people.
Go get you a gas station now.
Huh?
Go buy you a gas station. I wouldn't buy go buy you a gas station now. You see what I'm saying?
It has changed. The landscape has changed, And a lot of people that are watching us right now, all right, they know they got bad credit. They know their credit needs to be fixed. They know they need to learn from the best, but you're still hesitant. And you're in Atlanta. Drive to Buckhead. We're going to be at the Marriott Buckhead. Comment the word Credit Summit. Comment the word Summit in the chat. Get your tickets. Be in the room. A lot of you are left behind. If I did not join the room 3.5, almost 4 years ago, I would not be here right now. Dude, I just came back from deployment. I was away for 1 year, just came back from deployment. I saw a conference. I said, I'm going, and nothing stops. Like, sometimes you just got to make that decision. And that decision, going to Miami, forever changed my entire life.
Uh-huh. That's it, bro. But listen, it's a choice and a decision that you made. And that's what changed everything. But that's what a lot of people they don't understand, they don't get tuned into. So look, y'all make sure y'all tap in. Shit. They closing up for today? I'll come back later. I was just next door. But listen, y'all tap in. We're gonna be in Atlanta. Y'all comment Summit to get y'all tickets. Understand, everything is about what's going on now. You can plan 5 years from now. You can plan to be like, you know what, I'm gonna be there next year. It won't be the same.
Will not be the same.
It won't be the same. And you'll be a year behind. You'll be a year behind off of relationships. You'll be a year behind off of information. Mm-hmm. You'll be a year behind on execution. You'll be a year behind on actually on the forward momentum that it causes. Not realizing that every single time you get into a room, every single time you get around certain people, it puts a spark in you. There's certain information. It's one piece of information that you need that'll change your life. I don't know what it is. It's not, okay, I got to go learn a million things. No, you need to learn one thing that you can implement that'll change your fucking life. I don't know every single thing, but I go into certain environments, I learn one thing, 2 things max, and 3 relationships. I tell people, take a handful away from something. Take 2 pieces of information you can utilize and 3 relationships. That's 5 things. All you can do is control what you can grab. You grab what you can.
Hold up, bro. Hold up. You ain't going to pass that one like that. Hold up. That one's new. That one is new. Is either it's new or I've been out of touch. Wait, go back about the grab, bro. Go back about that one.
2 things. 2 things. You need to go in there and grab 2 pieces of information that you can utilize and implement now. And you grab 3 relationships with people that you can build with at that moment. That's 5 things. That's the only thing you can put. Only thing you can grab is things that can fit in your hand. So you want to be able to grab something that you can actually implement and change your life with. So I need y'all to be on that wavelength of thinking like, because so often we'd be like, man, well, what you gonna learn? People think like it's so many ways to doubt and cause self-doubt in your mind of like, yo, what am I gonna learn? What am I gonna do? And we don't do anything. Cool. Oh man, you know what, man? Well, what do you really learn at those events besides, hearing motivation? Check this out. I ain't never spoke on the stage and gave my backstory. Because don't nobody give a fuck about my backstory. So you understand the difference in levels. I don't tell my backstory when I get on stage. And I don't like doing panels. I like to be able to get on the stage and actually teach. When Daraine get in this event, Daraine gets on the stage and he teaches. He gives people the opportunity to get up here and teach. You may get different people on the panel to teach and share information about, but everything in that panel is going to be dependent on the questions that get asked so that people can actually learn from it. But for me and myself, I'm not one of the ones. I don't want a motherfucker to get on the stage and tell you my backstory. You don't give a fuck about where I came from, how I grew up. Nobody gives a fuck. When I get on stage, I'm trying to teach you some shit that impact your life. That's it. So listen, I'll see you in Atlanta October 5th. No, the 10th through the 10th through the 13th. I will see you in Atlanta the 10th through the 13th. Y'all got a few days. Damn.
Yeah, it's next week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Y'all better get y'all tickets now. Comment the word Summit. Meet me in Atlanta, y'all. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Thank you, King. I'll see you tomorrow. I bet. All right, guys, I'm telling you, the Credit Summit is going down next week, the 11th through the 13th. Guys, comment the word Summit in the chat. Comment the word Summit in the chat. It will be one of the best experience you will ever have. And I can tell you from my own personal experience, going to an event changed my whole life. And for those of you that are struggling with bad credit, for those of you that have information on your credit that is inaccurate, for those of you that got late payments, whether you want to believe it or not, There are over 125 million people that have late payments on their credit. I'll be talking about these strategies that you can use. How do you leverage consumer law? How do you get items deleted from your credit? Why shouldn't you not pay a debt collector? Why are you paying a debt collector? Don't pay a debt collector. The charge off that's on your credit. Shout out to my guy Runway. What's good, brother? Right? That charge off that's been on your credit. How do you get that charge off deleted? How do you get the late payment deleted? Most of you are being charged high interest rates. How do we even know that these interest rates are within the state law usury? Guys, there's so much information out there, and it is your responsibility. If you're waiting on this government to come and save you, they're not coming to save you. You have to take responsibility. It is your credit, your responsibility. The time is now. You need to stop sitting on your hands, stop sitting on the sidelines. It is time to make a choice. You can be there or not. You can choose to fix your credit or not. You are the one it's going to cost. And best believe that the cost of not knowing will be significantly more than if you came to the summit and you learn how you can repair, rebuild, restore your own credit, how to generate passive income. There's going to be so many speakers, guys. If you don't learn anything at the summit, it's because you don't want to learn. Like Marcus said, 5 things. Focus on 5 things. 2 things you can execute and 3 relationships. That's all. Focus on the 5 things. What are the 5 things I'm going to focus on at the credit summit? 2 things you can execute on, right? 2 things you can execute on, and 3 relationships that can change your entire life. It did mine 4 years ago. It changed my life 4 years ago. And if you are here and you know that it's time for you, like there's so many credit repair business owners that are using these outdated systems, these outdated strategies, these outdated dispute letters that they're getting offline. Guys, the time to act is now. You're talking about waiting, oh, I'm going to fix my credit next year. Okay, go ahead. Technology changes, law changes, then you're using old law, because I still hear people talking about, oh, you should send out a debt validation letter. For what? A GB letter. Nobody sends out a GB letter. No one sends out a GB letter. Can you get child support off? Yes, child support is fraud. Child support is not even supposed to be on your credit. Medical collection is not supposed to be on your credit. Student loans are not supposed to be on your credit. These are the things you need to know. Ooh, somebody got me fired up today. These are the things you need to know. How can you protect yourself? How? You need to know the laws that protect you. There's a lot of money on your consumer reports, a lot of it, and you don't know how to access it. I'm not talking about business funding. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about remedies. I'm talking about you being violated by debt collectors. I'm talking about you being violated by the consumer reporting agencies. I'm talking about you being, oh, it looks like the whole gang is coming. Shout out to David. David's in the house. I thought I saw Runway earlier. Right? I'm talking about you being the best version of yourself, because if you are waiting for someone to come and save you, I am telling you, keep waiting. I want you to take sleep and mark death, right? How I go about getting taken off child support? That's easy. Comment the word child support. Be at the credit summit next week. We have the child support God that's going to be inside of the building. Comment the word summit. Secure your tickets. Can student loans be removed? Absolutely yes. Student loans are not even supposed to be on your consumer reports. Student loans are not supposed to be there. Who gave a student loan servicer any right to report your information? Having a legitimate business reason does not constitute permissible purpose. If you did not give that student loan servicer the permission, written permission, to report your information when they gave you the disclosures from 6802, that information should not be on there. Your student loan information is private information. It is not public record. Those records are protected by the Family Educational FERPA. Let me find that law. This law keeps eluding me sometimes. FERPA law. right? It's called the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. That's the law that protects your student loan records. Your information should not be on any consumer reporting agency unless you gave express permission, written permission for that information to be there. But if you are not cognizant of the information, your student loans will forever be there because you were told by Navient, which is a crooked institution that just got banned by the CFPB, right? Navient and all these other student loan services, you got told and you believed them when they told you that we can report your student loans and there's nothing you can do about it. That is not true. 15 USC 1681 B2. In order for a consumer reporting agency to report your information to or furnish your information to anyone, guess what? Written permission must be given. In order for an institution to report your information, they must be in compliance with the CFPB, and that requirement requires them to give you 3 disclosure that is found under 15 USC 6802, and it talks about how you can opt out of having that information reported, and it tells you what disclosures you're supposed to get. And if you did not get these disclosures, no constitution of permissible purpose was given because you were not given any of these disclosures. We're talking about strategies like these. I'm not making things up. We're talking laws put in place to protect you. So for those of you that's going to be in Atlanta next week, for those of you that's coming to Atlanta next week, you need to comment the word summit if you're on Instagram, because you need to be in the credit summit. You need to comment the word summit, and you need to be at the credit summit next week. If you're a consumer and you have bad credit, if you're a credit repair business owner and you have tons of clients, or you're looking to start your own credit repair business, you need to be in the building. Yes, medical collections, it is so easy. Somebody say so easy. It is so easy to delete medical collection. Medical collections are no longer supposed to be on your report. There's laws going into place to completely ban the reporting of medical collection. Furthermore, as it stands right now, evictions, lien, judgment, taxes, tolls, those are not supposed to be on your credit. Let me ask you guys a question. When was an eviction, when was you getting an apartment a consumer credit transaction? Did the property management company or the landlord extended any line of credit to you? The answer to that is no. It is not a consumer credit transaction. Therefore, having an eviction on, I'm going, you know, the rain, calm down. I see I'm out. Calm down. Y'all got me going. Y'all got me going today. Calm down, Daraine. Calm down. Y'all need to get y'all Credit Summit tickets. It goes down the next week. All right? It goes down next week. We will be tearing the roof off of Atlanta, guys. I am giving you guys everything. I'm giving you guys everything. It will be one of the most educational conferences you've ever been to. Right? You need to get your tickets for the Credit Summit next week. If you have not gotten your tickets to the Credit Summit, y'all need to get your tickets. If you're on Instagram, comment the word summit. I'm going to drop the link on YouTube and Facebook. So for those of you on YouTube and Facebook, I'm going to drop the link for the Credit Summit. Y'all need to be in the room. It goes down in Atlanta, Georgia next weekend, the 11th through the 13th. The Credit Summit, guys, we live. We live in the building. This is the type of stuff you want to know. How do you go back and get a down payment? Oh, do right of rescission. All right, great. Go ahead and try that. Information has changed. That doesn't work anymore. How do you spot fraud in the contract? How do you spot fraud in the fraudulent contract? How do you compel them to give you your down payment back? How do you sue them for damages? How do you go to small claims? How do you go to arbitration? When do you go to arbitration? You're being sued by a debt collector. What's the strategy to get out of being sued? How do you sue a debt collector for violations? Like, what about mixed files? Mixed files are crazy because you can dispute the items that if you have the same name as somebody and for some reason your file has been mixed in with other people's information, meaning that you're seeing other people's name, other people's addresses, you're seeing other people's social on your consumer report. We're talking about mixed files. You can sue for this information. All I need you to do is go apply for something and get denied. Now we're talking about actual damages. We're talking about defamation of character. We're talking about emotional distress. That we're talking about so many things. How do you use what you know on consumer law? Ooh, calm down, Daraine. Whew, y'all got me started today. Y'all got me started. Those judges are not real, are lawyers. They volunteer. It doesn't matter if they volunteer. The law is the law. The law is the law. It doesn't matter if they're a judge or not. Arbitration is a real thing, and you get awarded whatever you win from arbitration. A student of mine just got a $50,000 check from arbitration. I'm in arbitration now for 1.1 million. So you can say they're not real judges. That's fine. It's a process. It's not court. Arbitration is a legal proceeding. It does not have to be arbitrated by a judge. It's all about what you can prove. The reason why a lot of people do these credit sweeps, I'm joining one of the programs today. Let's go. Comment the word university. Your favorite CFO, comment the word university. I got you. I'll take you inside of the mentorship. Comment the word university. I got you. I'll take you inside the mentorship. Right? These are the things we need to know. Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed because of a lack of information. Because you don't know consumer law, that is why your interest rates are high. Because right now, if I tell you, go and Google what your state usury law is, what is the maximum amount of interest rate that they can legally charge you in your state, I know for a fact you are going to come back and say, Daraine, my state says 8%, my state says 15%, my state says 12%. And then the next question would be, what interest rate are they charging you? I'm going to see 20%, 25%, 35%. And you didn't know all these years you were a victim of usury law violation, and you can recoup all the excess interest rate that you have spent and have that credited back to the account or have them cut you a check for it. Most people don't even know that. Most people don't know that if a debt collector calls you 2 times in one day, that is a violation that you can go sue for under the FDCPA and under the TCPA. That is a word, yes, USURY, usury law. Go and look it up. Low, LONDO, I don't know. London. Okay, London. All right, you had me messed up for a minute. London, whatever state you are in, London, go and Google what is the usury law for my state. Whatever state you're in, put that there. And tell me what your state usury law is. And then tell me what is the interest rates you're paying on your credit cards and or your auto loan. This is the type of information that puts money back in your pocket. This is the type of information that you can say, oh, hold up, Capital One. I don't know who you're talking to. LV&V funding. I don't know what the hell y'all got going on, but bring that debt collector over here, right? This is that type of information that says, come on, I wish you would put something on my credit. I wish you would put something on my credit. This is the type of information where if a debt collector puts something on your consumer report that they have not validated, ladies and gentlemen, it constitutes a violation. Whew. Yes, usury laws does apply to credit card. Yes. I'm on fire tonight. I think I need a shot. Hold up, y'all. I'm going to get me a shot because the rain's on fire today. I need to get me a shot. Because y'all got me going crazy today. All right. Mine's is 8% Virginia. It was 35% with Capital. That's what I'm talking about. Alabama 6%. unless you agreed in writing, but still cannot exceed 8%. That's what I'm talking about. It's the information that you did not know. It's the information that you didn't know. And because they know you don't know it, guess what? They will run you dry. I'm going to take a shot. I'm going to take a shot for me, and then I'm going to take a shot for you. Touche. Whew. So I'm going to take a shot for me, one shot for me, and then one shot for y'all, all right? Whew. Y'all get me started today. So what's the point? Information can change your financial situation. Information can change the amount of money you pay monthly to these creditors. Information could be the difference of you paying a debt collector thousands of dollars on an account that has been past the statute of limitations. Information is the difference of what the things you can change. I want to connect to see if we can run some bags up. Let's go. Meet me at the Credit Summit, guys. All road leads to the Credit Summit. Atlanta, Georgia, the 11th to the 13th. We're here. We are here. We are in the building. October 11th through 13th, Atlanta, Georgia. We are here. Next weekend, the Credit Summit, guys. We are here. You know how many people got repossessed? Do you know the amount of people that their cars got repossessed illegally? Their homes got foreclosed on illegally? And y'all don't know the information? Come on, guys, come on. Some of y'all are being sued by debt collectors. Some of us, some of y'all are being sued by debt collectors, and guess what? Guess what? Y'all don't know how to defend yourself. They have you in small claims when inside of your contract it says y'all should be in arbitration. Discover Card is charging me 26% APR. Is that illegal for Georgia? What is the usury law for Georgia? What is the usury law for Georgia? This is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. Education. An educated consumer is a dangerous consumer. You need to be educated about your credit. You need to be educated about your finances. Georgia is 10%. So if you're paying 26.24%, it means you're paying 16.24% extra. That's the amount of extra money you're giving this institution every month. You are giving Discover 16.24% interest rate for free every single month. Do you know any attorneys? Yes, I do know attorneys, but I don't recommend them because I believe in education. I believe you can do it yourself. Are there attorneys out there? Sure. But I don't do recommendations because the last time I did it, I heard that the attorneys weren't doing what they're supposed to do, and they came right back to me. So I'm here like saying, yo, who got your interest better than you? Who has your best interest more than you? Nobody. You do. So guess what? Let's learn. Let's come together as a people. Let's learn the information and let's go be financially free. Let's go hold Experian accountable for $100,000 lawsuit. Let's hold TransUnion accountable for a $66,000 lawsuit. Let's go get LVNV funding for a few $1,000s. Like, ain't nobody safe. Ain't nobody safe. How often are the summits? Annually, once per year. I know. I get excited. I'm very passionate about this stuff. And this is the thing. So my website is Daraine Delevante. It's my name. So I'll just type it in the chat. Daraine. DaraineDelevante.com. Ain't nobody got your best interest more than you, beloved. I'm just telling you the truth. Nobody got your interest more than you. Yes, it's cool, right? Does the AI software help remove collections? Yes, it does. I programmed it myself. I actually cloned my brain and put it inside the software. Like, at what point are we going to say we are going to take responsibility? Like, that's my question. At what point are we going to say we are going to take responsibility? At what point? See, we're waiting for the movement of a clock. We're waiting for somebody else to tell us what time to do something. I'm here to tell you that the movement of life, a new life starts with the movement in your mind. You have to make a conscious decision that you want more. You have to make a conscious decision that it's time for me to go to the next level. You need to make a conscious decision that my pain is my power. You have to make a conscious decision that through hell or high water, I am going to do this. I'm going to commit to it. I'm going to travel down the road that is less traveled so I can go be a pioneer versus taking the path that everybody took and everybody is in the same place. Why would I want to go and be like everybody else? Score went up 172 points. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Why would I want to be like anybody else? I don't want to be like anybody else. All right, I see a few people that want to join the live. All right, because I'm getting real fired up right now. Let me see who's ready for this type of conversation, because we're gonna have that hard conversation that we don't have. These are the conversations y'all should have had in school. What's going on, King?
Yeah, man, I deal with.
Yard man, what going?
Yeah, man, not too good. I see it. I listen to you still. I see it. But me and Keys was like texting back and forth in the comments, talking about the residual stuff. I'm saying to her that, yo, that residual stuff, it doesn't work for car like that.
No, it don't work.
Number one, you got to be able to prove that you live in the car.
Principal dwelling, correct.
So what I mean? You can't walk up in no court with a sensible judge or a vicious lawyer. They're gonna rip you apart with that.
Absolutely.
It's not a house. You know what I mean?
It is not a principal dwelling. You are correct. Unless it's an RV.
Okay. But when he said that he got the car repossessed, he got a case right there.
Well, not until you do the repossession evaluation process.
Exactly.
So you have to go through the process because you need to establish where the violation happened.
Exactly. And not only you gotta find it, because there are some letters, some notices that you have to receive. You know
Correct.
What I mean?
Correct.
You gotta if you did not get those letters in the proper requirements, then you have a case.
Correct. Because now they're applying they're not in compliance.
Yeah. And you have to navigate the laws and all of that to make that case valid enough to stick.
Because it's not what you know, it's what you can prove.
Prove, exactly. So if residual, if you can't prove residual that you live in the car, you can't have no case.
Well, Key says he went pro se and still kept the car. There could be other factors. It's not just the rescission factor. There's several other factors, especially where a repossession is concerned. We're talking about the state that you're in. What does your state repossession law says? What does the federal repossession law says? Okay, now that we know state and federal, okay, what now are the requirements of state, of federal? Were they compliant? Did they do everything that they were supposed to do? And 9 times out of 10, where you find the most violations is when they're supposed to send you the repossession deficiency balance explanation of calculation, and you never get it, but a repossession is being reported on your credit. So they violated the section that says before any demand can be made in collection, a written explanation must be given to the consumer. Nobody does that part because that part is overlooked, and that alone can have you under the remedy section of UCC 9-625, where you now can put unfavorable terms how you want this repossession dismissed.
But and then one of the key factors they gotta remember, they gotta send those letters, register mail, certified mail, statutory overnight. If you didn't get your letters in any of those forms, though, if you did get those letters, they're still invalid because the law states they have to send them to you statutory,
correct,
registered, or overnight.
Now, remember, that's a requirement of the state of Georgia. Now, each state also has their own requirements, right? But when it comes to the federal part of the law, the federal part doesn't say that you have to send it certified, statutory, overnight. They say it needs to be sent. Now, in order for them to prove that it was sent, there must be a tracking number. How do I know it was sent? And who sent it? So now I'm going to need a witness to testify under the penalty of perjury. So it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Establish the proof. And before you know it, they want to settle outside the court because you are, and this is what the credit summit is all about. So I'm glad you came on and you're asking these questions. People know a lot of stuff. Oh, somebody told me this. You can do a credit sweep. Go ahead and do that shit. But tell you what, when the items come back verified and you don't know what to do, I'm gonna I'm gonna be the one receiving. Oh, Daraine, I did a credit sweep and now the items came back verified and I don't know what to do. I told y'all asses not to do no damn credit sweep, right? So it's how do I effectively communicate? How do I effectively execute on the information that I learned? How do I effectively show that I was damaged as a result of their failure? That's how you win. So I hope you're going to be in Atlanta next week, bro. It would be dope to meet you, yard man to yard man. Bring one buckle of rum to you. If you're forward, bring one buckle of rum. Zin, or some rum punch.
I'm not going to boat still, you see it, but maybe we can join in from the virtual side, but I'm not going to boat, you see me?
All right, bro.
Back and forth from Tennessee to Georgia, you see it?
Okay, I understand. It's all good, brother. I appreciate it, bro. Hopefully, I will see you in the university soon. It seems like you're definitely ready, bro. You're definitely ready. You're ready, bro. Let's get it. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Man, I love having dope conversations with dope people. I really enjoy conversations with y'all. Who else I got that's ready for the live? Because we're about to get out of here soon. Who else do we got in here for the live? Who else do we got in here for the live? I'm going to add you friends so we can educate each other. All right. Who else do I got? Does the virtual fee cover all 3 days? 2 educational days. There won't be any streaming on the networking event. So Queen Califord, the virtual ticket covers 2 days, which are Saturday and Sunday. Those are the educational days. It will not cover the networking event. We won't set up streaming for the networking event. Do you have any letter to remove credit card late payment? Absolutely. Sweet Lipstick, comment the word late payment. Comment the word late payment for the late payment deletion guide. You're very welcome, Queen. You're very welcome. Who do I got on the line? I thought somebody came on the line. Y'all be asking to be in my live, and then when I get you on the live, y'all are being shy. You better not be shy. I'm just saying. You better not be shy. You better not be shy. You coming on the live? Who joining me on the live? Let's go. Who's gonna join me on the live? Comment the word summit, guys. If you're just joining, comment the word summit. Secure your credit summit tickets. It goes down next week. The credit summit goes down next week, guys. It is going to be a room packed with education. We're going to have fun. We're going to have Jamaican food. It's going to be an amazing experience. You guys cannot miss this event. You cannot. I'm telling you, you cannot. I get my high school diploma. I get my high school diploma, can comprehend this. Mohammed, give me a little bit more. Well, I'm not quite following your statement. How about removal of inquiries? All right, so that's a good question. Most of you have been told that there's a thing called a hard inquiry and a soft inquiry. Most of you have been told that there are hard inquiries and there are soft inquiries. Let me explain something to you. The law does not care about a soft inquiry. The law does not care about a hard inquiry. The law cares about someone pulling your reports, and the person pulling your report needs to have permissible purpose, right? I wish I was there. You can get your virtual tickets. Tyrone, you can get your virtual tickets. Go and get your virtual tickets. Your virtual tickets are available, Tyrone. Do not play. Your virtual tickets are available. Drop your virtual tickets in the chat. Your virtual tickets are available. Right? The law doesn't care if it's a soft inquiry or a hard inquiry. An inquiry is an inquiry. If there is no permissible purpose that was given, someone accessed your information with knowingly without a permissible purpose. 15 USC 1681 NA 1AB 1B states that if you are not you, if a person pulls your report under false pretenses, or if a person pulls your report and there was no permissible purpose, you are owed at a minimum $1,000 or actual damages. So you have to decide: am I going to accept the scapegoat that they have that is called a soft inquiry, or did they have permissible purpose? What about when they send a letter that says matter of fact for inquiries? I'm not sure what that means. How do you go about removing collections? Collections is easy. Do a notice of validations of debt. That is super easy. I meant I have a high school diploma and I can comprehend what you say, saying about it's not about what you know, it's what you can prove. Burden of proof is on. Yes, Hakeem, you got it. Muhammad, you have it. Hakeem Muhammad, that's it. That's exactly what I'm saying. So collections fall under many different parts. You have to evaluate what type of collection it is and how are they not in compliance with the law. Thomas, ask your question again, Thomas. I didn't see your question. Ask your question again, Thomas. All right, guys, in 7 minutes, I'm going to get out of here. I am getting out of here in 7 minutes. So you got 7 minutes, right? So 7 minutes. So let's see how many seconds y'all got with me. 7 multiplied by 60. You have 420 seconds. I purchased my ticket for the summit and I'm so excited. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Shout out to Caramel. Shout out to you. Thomas, what's your question, Thomas? Sorry about the typo. No, you're all good. I was saying I'm excited to attend the summit and I ordered my tickets right away. Just wanted to know if I qualified for the recession proof. We would have to check, Thomas. I would have to check. So I'm gonna look at the sales, and I'm gonna announce it at repossession. I mean, I said repossession. I'm gonna announce it at the credit summit. So I have to check. So I'll check the because the time was 6:25. I will check the time and then I'll write the name down. So I won't know right now, Thomas. So we'll check. What is the cost for the tickets? There are several different tickets. There's $97 for general admission. There's $497 for VIP, and there's VVIP, which is $997. So there's three different tiers for ticket sales. All right. There's different tiers for the tickets. I receive a bankruptcy on my report. I received the letter from the courts stating that they don't. Ooh, I love me some bankruptcy. I love me some bankruptcy. I have about 7 charge offs. Are they easy to remove? Absolutely yes. Roll easy. The answer to that is absolutely yes. They still won't remove it because you need the strategy. So Natural Life Goddess, you need the bankruptcy strategy. That's why they're still there. You can delete a bankruptcy in 4 days. You can delete, like, there's so many things I can teach you guys. Like, oh my God, I wish I could take my brain out and just give it to y'all. Like, sometimes I wish I could just be like, here, just have a take out my brain real quick and just soak up some of the information. I love bankruptcies and repossessions are my 2 favorite topics on credit. Bankruptcy and repossessions are my 2 favorite credit topics. Those are my 2 favorite. Bankruptcy and repossessions. Well, I love late payment too. Let me not be biased. I love me some late payment. I do love me some late payment. Yep, I love me some late payment. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I love me some late payment. Most of you didn't know that 125 million people, right? 125 million people um, have a late payment right now. We will learn all the credit statics at the credit summit. Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I did a block and removal. I did get it removed from Equifax only. So now you need a strategy on what you need to do for the other 2. Will you discuss these topics in detail at the credit summit? Yes. I am Fran I'm gonna say Shanta. Yes, I will be discussing these at the credit summit. This is actually a whole topic. Bankruptcy has its own, like, I'm gonna be discussing all of this there. We got 2 minutes left, guys. We got 2 minutes left. We got 2 minutes remaining. So, for those of you that are just joining, guys, I'm telling you, comment the word summit. Comment the word summit. The credit summit goes down in 6 days. The credit summit goes down in Atlanta, Georgia. It's going to be so dope. So dope. Okay, I can't make it to the credit summit. How can I receive your help? Right now, just you can join my mentorship. Natural Life Goddess. Comment the word university. Natural Life Goddess. Comment the word university. For those of you that want to join my mentorship, you can comment the word university. For those of you that want to be at the credit summit next week, comment the word summit. It will be here in Atlanta, Georgia. Comment the word summit. It's going to be here in Atlanta, Georgia. And for those of you that are not able to make it to Atlanta, Georgia, for those of you that are not able to make it to Atlanta, Georgia, you want to comment the word virtual, all right? But for those of you that need coaching, you want to join the program, you want to learn all my strategies, comment the word university. Once you're a university student, it gives you access to the Credit Summit for free. Okay, so for those of you that want to be a part of the Credit Summit and you want to join the university, this will be the perfect time. You don't even have to wait for the Credit Summit to join. You can join right now. I see a few people texting the word university. So for those of you that are messaging the word university, there is the link. Don't forget about the community. Absolutely not. The community is dope. The community is dope. We are at the 7:30 mark, ladies and gentlemen. It has been an amazing 2.5 hours spent with you. I gotta go get some stuff done. What's the best service you provide to help me remove charge off? Do you do consultations? Yes, I do. I do coaching calls as well. Joining the university, honestly, will be your best bet because of the ongoing coaching program and how I can laser focus your dispute, information that you need, strategy that you need. I can tailor that towards you. So, in all honesty, guys, the university is your best option. I'm being honest because it gives you a lot of access, a lot of calls, dispute strategies, personalized strategies. It gives you a lot. So for any of you that wants to learn this stuff, to master this stuff, to be an amazing person at this stuff, to make money from this stuff called consumer law, you want to be in the university. The university is where you need to be. If you want to come check me out, see what I got, see what I'm doing, see what I'm teaching, the Credit Summit is where you need to be. If you got items on your credit that needs to get deleted, the Credit Summit is where you want to be. If you want a strategy just for you, the Credit Summit is where you want to be. You want to be in the building for the Credit Summit. And you can do that by commenting the word summit if you're on Instagram. Comment the word summit if you're on Instagram. If you're on YouTube or Twitch, all you are going to need is this link that I'm about to drop in the chat right now. Get this link, boom, 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 drop this right here. Hey D, still waiting to upgrade my VIP ticket. Okay, so Classy Express. There was an upgrade link. Where is it? Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. All right. Tech Classy Express. Do this. Text the word upgrade. Text the word upgrade to 917-993-5238. To upgrade your tickets. To upgrade your Credit Summit tickets. Okay. So Classy Express. Classy Express. I'll make sure we look out for it. Just text the word upgrade. Text the word upgrade to that number, and you will get a link for you to upgrade. Just text the word upgrade. I even did a typo. So text the word upgrade to that number, and you will be able to upgrade your tickets. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an amazing night. I'm going to see you guys later from your favorite island boy. Y'all know what time it is. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow on the live. We are 6 days away, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Everyone, have an amazing rest of your Friday night. I'm going to see you soon. Natural Life Goddess, I'm looking forward to seeing you on the coaching call on Monday. For those of you that wanted to be a part of the university, I will see y'all Monday on our coaching call.